Hello. Hello. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. It is 2:30 p.m. here in Salem, Indiana on November the 29th, 2020. And what about that moon? I hope you saw the video. Let me flip this around. I know that you're all not going to be on here for a few minutes. Let me flip this around. I did this video. I put it on here talking about this moon right here not rotating. You may say, Gina, you was talking about that moon not rotating like the Earth. What do you mean? Well, that's exactly what I mean. Is it don't rotate around like the Earth. Look at this, you all. If you haven't seen the video, the Earth is supposed to rotate around like this, but this moon don't do none of that. This moon right here, it just sits there and it only goes around and around and around. You just see that one surface. It just goes back and forth like that. Hello, you all. Yeah, so I don't think this moon is what we've been told. It certainly doesn't rotate like the Earth, which the Earth, if it is truly a global blue marble ball, whatever, if the Earth is truly what we've been told it is, then this moon, which is supposed to be it's supposed to be round also, and it's supposed to rotate, but that moon does not rotate one bit. It does not, like the Earth does. It just goes around and around and around. And you know, there's something else interesting. Some say that the moon is a hologram. You may say, well, what do you think about that hologram? I heard that hologram produces waves. When it works on waves, sound waves. You know what was really interesting? When I zoomed up on this particular moon last night, if I can get back to there, I'm going to show you. When I zoomed up on this particular moon, that's me, that particular moon last night, I recorded it. Let me flip this around. I recorded that moon, and it literally, there was waves going through that moon. And then I thought, you know what? They've told me that the waves are atmosphere disturbances. But also holograms produce waves. That is a theory. I don't know about this moon. I've also heard that the moon is a big Dyson sphere. I've heard that the moon is hollow, that there is an interstellar races in there. It's like a base, and there's cities and everything on that moon. That could be quite possible. I've heard them talk about building a Dyson, I forget the name of it. It was like completely hollowed out, where it could sustain life, but they said it would take a couple decades to build it. So there's all kinds of things going on with this moon, but I know one thing. That moon does not rotate like the Earth, okay? I would encourage you to watch that video. I really would. It doesn't rotate like this. This rotates all around, and you would think if the moon was truly a round ball, it would be able to rotate all the way around, and we would be able to see all sides, north, south, east, or west. So the question is, why don't they want us to see it? Why don't they? Who knows? Nobody really knows the true answer. There may be a handful of people who know, who probably had something to do with that moon. There's a few people who know, and there's lots of theories out there. There's so many theories. There's the holographic moon. The moon is a base. The moon is a big Dyson sphere that was pulled over here by another species thousands of years ago. The list goes on and on. Well, I'm sure there's less than 10 theories. That's what I'd like to say. But you know, I want to see the other side of it. Okay, I do. I'm getting tired. It's getting kind of boring looking at the same side of the moon over and over and over. That's all we ever see, the same side. Now we can get this global Earth, and it can just rotate around and around, and we can see everything on that. We can. Oh my gosh, you know, and there are people on here. I never even gave it a second thought about the moon. Before I started doing this back in 2018, I never gave the moon a second thought. I thought it's up there in the sky. Wow, that looks really pretty. But now the more you get into that, the more different theories you hear, and you think, well, something's not adding up. It's not adding up, you all. It doesn't add up. Okay, that's what I'd like to say. The moon is not adding up. It's not what they say it is. They want us to think that the moon is a great big ball up there in the sky. And then, of course, the Navy said it's a satellite. Well, a satellite could mean anything. It really could. And you know, it very well could be a holographic projection. Some say that we are in a dome, okay? Some say that. It's like if you would go into these big museums and they have these little, I don't know, things where you can just go in this room and it's big in art, a solar aquarium, and you can look up at the stars. I thought that was so fascinating when I did that when I was little. We went into that and we could just look up there and see all the stars up there in the sky. It was a great big dome shape. Yeah, there is that theory too. And you know, I don't discredit any of those theories at all. I don't. I welcome the theories as long as they're done in a very respectful way. Yeah. So if you have not seen that video, I would encourage you to see it. I would, because it's really, it makes you ponder. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I have lots of videos on here. I don't do the same thing. I am all over the place, okay? Just whatever I feel inclined to do within my spirit, I will do it. And it's all appropriate, okay? It is. There's no bad language or anything on there. I would say that this is a family-friendly channel. I would say that. There's not very many of those. The moon also moved where it went. Oh yes, the moon moves all over the place. That's right. That's a good point to make, Adamo. Yes, because one night you can see the moon coming up in one side of the sky, and then the next night it's up in the other part. And then sometimes, you know, it shows up late. It shows up late for viewing at times, and you all know, and you've seen that if you've ever looked at the moon sometimes is not on time from one day to the next, and then it just up in a different part of the sky. Yeah, so who knows what the moon is, but yeah, it will all be revealed one day. Hopefully soon we'll know, but do we really want to know? Do we really want to know what the moon is? Are we ready for it? Are we ready for that type of disclosure? Are we? Some people aren't. Some people aren't ready for it. So we have to talk about these things slowly and on a just a layman's level, me and you level, just like that, to get the information out. There's no need of jumping into all the scientific explanation as to why things are, because let's face it, we need to lay the groundwork. When this information is being distributed to the population of the earth, we need to lay the groundwork first and then build up. You don't immediately go straight to the top, because I'm not going to listen to you. If you're going to go talking way over my head, no matter what it is, I'm not even going to listen to you. I'm going to listen when someone puts things on my level. Okay, you don't speak above people's heads. So that's what I'd like to say. I'm a curious person. I'm just as curious as you all are about this moon. I found out, it was a couple years ago, that the moon did rotate, you know, and it does. This spot just moves all around. This was all in one day. One day at 2 a.m., the spot was here, and then at 8 o'clock at night, well, you can't see it that well. That spot was way up there. That's what that video is telling you. 2 a.m., I got up and I went outside and I filmed that moon. And then at 8 o'clock at night the same day, that spot was right there. So the moon is rotating, but that's all it does. We don't see the rest of it. And with that being said, I really thank you all for your comments. I do thank you for your comments. And I ask you to please keep it respectful, because if it's not, your comment's going to get deleted. It's going to go against community standards. I'll report it. But enough of that. I know this is getting a lot of trolling, and that's okay. It's all right. We have all types of people in this world. We do. We're all on a journey. We may have different missions and we may not, but I think it's good to question. It's good to be curious about what's going on in our world. Hello, everyone, and I'll say it again, hello. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours, and I really hope that you check out the other videos. I just present my findings, and these pictures of the moon I took with my Nikon P900 Coolpix camera. And the stars zooming up, I took it with my Nikon Coolpix P900 camera. I've got wonderful videos of those stars that really aren't stars. They're like starships, and some of them are like living celestial beings with a highly evolved conscious. Yes, yes, exactly. You know what? Is the moon a hologram? You know, sometimes with the videos I took last night, I thought, you know, that does look like a hologram. There is way too many frequency waves happening. There really is. And then, but then you have the same frequency waves showing up on these stars in the sky, these starships. So I don't know, but it's a pretty interesting theory. It's all interesting to me. If you like to think of interesting things, and yeah, it's fine. Yeah, people are here to wake us up. Beings are here to wake us up. But we need to wake up on the inside of here, and we need to keep our vibration high. We really do. We need to have our minds open, but yet guard our heart. Yeah. Well, I am going to go, and I thank you all for coming on here. It's been a pleasure, but I would encourage you to look at that video because it is exciting. It is. It's pretty neat. I like doing this. It does take time, but that's okay. Yes. Hello, everyone. Yeah, and you can put your theories in the comments too. Yeah, you can do that. And you can have conversations. It is all right. This is a good platform to gather your thoughts with other people's thoughts, and put the pieces of the puzzles together. Yeah. That it's the moon. Yeah. Yeah, that moon, I don't know about that moon. They say that the Earth is like a little bitty pea compared to the moon. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know that the moon is really that far away. There's so many things we've been told. There is. And you know what? I don't really get all bent out of shape in it. I don't. It is what it is. It is. And we'll find out one day. And I hope we're all ready for that type of disclosure to be brought out. I hope that we can handle it because it's going to be earth-shattering. It's going to shatter our world, is what it's going to do. And then we're going to have to think differently, and we're going to have to adapt. So with that being said, thank you all so much for coming on here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you.